Well, hello there, Tim. So recently you have had a problem with the word abnormal. Well, before you call me a dick-sucking cunt, I myself am an abnormal individual. Not in the dialogue you had about sex and gender, about more than just XX and XY. I have a genetic disorder. Well, technically that is the same thing, but my genetic disorder is called neurofibromatosis 1. For short, NF and the number 1. Put that in your Google image search engine. That's actually the worst case scenario. I myself got lucky with the roll of dice and do not have it as bad. I still have some problems, like I've had a surgery to remove one that was a big one that was inside of me, but I'm all hunky-dory and is really no way has affected my health, so I'm lucky in that manner. And actually, the genetic disorder, NF1, is more of an abnormality than a sex abnormality. And when it comes to sex beyond XX and XY, gender I can understand. Gender, you could call whatever yourself that you want, and try to have other people call you what that is. But to have society, to have a government by the force of the gun, the gun, the gun. Wait, too small. The gun, and to use those guns to enforce an edict of the government. So essentially, the government taking the gun saying, you will call this person Zed. That is wrong. And Bering is right as he cites in his video that the medical community calls people like myself and others abnormal and actually sometimes mutants. Yes, by definition, I am a mutant. And I have no problem with that. If people are scientifically, or even sometimes just jokingly, calling me abnormal or mutant, I'm fine with that. But if people start using with malice, kind of like how black people use the N-word with each other, it's kind of a thing. And even if sometimes black friends who have white friends can sometimes quote unquote allow them because they know they don't mean with malice. That is the key word right there. Intent of the word. And when Bering and others, Sargon, Undoomed, and Competing Forever, and other such people, use the word abnormal, they do not mean it with malice, at least most of the time. Of course, when they talk about people who are complete, as the word throws around, cunts, then yes, call them abnormal. But if someone's just being normal, and did they just ask, hey, can you call me Zed? Well, sure, I'll call you Zed, whatever. But when it comes to sexes, most of the time, in the 1 2000, even in that group, most of the time they either are fertile and either producing eggs or producing sperm. Even when they might have both, their body produces one to procreate. Very rarely is there both infertile or, yeah, actually that's the only exception, is that they're both infertile. Or they might have the appearance of having both, but there's no eggs or no testicles, and just one or the other is infertile. So that can happen. But there is never a true hermaphrodite of a human who could produce both fertile eggs and sperm. So, by the medical definition, if your body produces sperm, you're a male. If it produces eggs, you're a female. You might have the appearance, the abnormality of having both sexual organs, but your body produces one or the other to procreate the human race. And that is the thing. They might be a little abnormal down there, but their body still produces one or the other. And yes, you can have a sex change, and that can legally, even though it wouldn't change the production of eggs or sperm, but that's just for the comfort of the person's mental, even though lots of studies have shown that sex changes rarely help a person's sexual identity within their own mind. So that can lead to problems. But that's a whole nother discussion and other such things. This is just a defense of Bering in that he is right, and myself, I am abnormal. People who have both male and female sexual organs on the outside, they are abnormal. We are all abnormal. Lots of us are abnormal in different ways. Actually, if you actually combine everyone who is abnormal, I think a significant amount of the population is pretty abnormal. So, I hope to see you in my next video. Find out if I make another video.